info. They call us on time.
Because we bring it right on time.
Anybody that wants to remove something to about you and repair our
You don't have to be an ordinary man or a governor to be whipped into line.
There is no justification for madness. It is madness for a reason.
Full service all year. Be the real that recognizes real.
It's 99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
I'm trying to adjust my seat very well so that we can face today's topic. Good morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. And today, we are going to stop everything we're doing because of this news item that came out this morning. Even though it is hidden in page 21 of the papers, I think it's front page material. I think it's something that should set us thinking about the education of our children. Believe you me, after health, education comes next of the youth of this country and of our children. A country that doesn't pay a premium on education is not going anywhere. If the elite let them take all their children to Harvard, to Cambridge, if the generality of the people are not well educated, and it's not just about university degree. So it's not a case of pointing to Nelfond and say they're giving them students. No. Because you can see, unless you want to deceive yourselves, the level, and I don't mean this in an insulting way, but it's the truth. The kind of reasoning that comes out in public space these days is becoming worrying. And I think that over and above everything, education needs to be fine-tuned in this country and be placed as premium. I believe so very strongly. We are going from bad to worse. Instead, we are picking up the wrong things. No wonder, it shouldn't surprise you that being members of cult groups is now the famous thing amongst children because there's nothing to occupy them. There's no control, there's nothing to occupy them. A few efforts are being made, let us be very honest. Like Sheriff said this morning, Lagos State has made a lot of efforts. Of course, it's not enough and it never will be. Do you know why? Because all the other states are not equally yoked in terms of the results of placing a premium on education. That's why everybody now runs to Lagos and Lagos schools are highly congested. It was never like this when I was young. When I was young, the whole of the West had a very robust educational system, which is what it has produced a lot of your senators, reps, presidents, and so on. They all benefited from free education policies of the West, of Awolowo. Unfortunately, they are the ones now who are now blocking what would have been a robust educational system. Because we are going to tell ourselves the truth today. The elite are complicit in all this. If you like, I've seen, you don't want to know the kinds of school fees they pay in some schools in Lagos here. But I've always warned that payment of high and expensive school fees, sending children abroad, is not a guarantee that they will be well educated. It's not a guarantee. I have seen one of my favorite programs here. After my own program, let me put my own first. One of my favorite programs here is the schools debate, what's it called now?
I beg to differ.
I beg to differ. When you see some children, you look at their level of thinking. Let us ask ourselves, how many middle-level adults now think the same way these children think? We have a lot of potential, but the elite want to capture everything. To the point now, you see now, when we say these things, ask yourself now, why do you have at least 2 ministers in the president cabinet who want their children to go and become local government chairman? What if I got a councillor? There's one I'm sure he can hardly wipe his whatever by himself. He says he wants to be chairman, a local government of a place he's probably never been. But they know what they are doing. They know what they're doing because, unfortunately, Nigeria, the average Nigerian does not recognize success to himself by what he has achieved, but what he has forced other people not to achieve so that he can be lord of the manor. That's the thinking in the elitist camp. Therefore, like I said this morning, you must hold your politicians by the jugular. It's not a time to go for campaign in a stadium and be shouting and collect one loaf of bread and a bottle of soft drink and the ball deck. We no done well. This is not campaign. You should engage them in groups and hold them by the jugular on specific issues. Health, education, on specific issues. So I read the story this morning. I don't want to waste your time by reading it again, but I'd like to know, I'd love to open up our lines. I think only one line is working. We to open up our line to serious thinking. This is not a matter of propaganda, whether it is APCO or ACP or whatever. All of them are the same. I'm sure that we don't need to argue over that. All of them are the same. You can see the crisscross rhythm that has happened. Where the Labour Party people who won elections to the National Assembly, where are they now? So all of them are the same. So this is not political talk. This is not the talk of the talk of the president did this or that. We now want real practical suggestions on how to move forward. If you think that you've already had your children, or you think that your children are in the best schools in the world, they are going to have to come back to take directives from the ones they have refused to educate properly. Because they are the ones you will meet in various local offices. You want to change your driver's license, you want to do this, you want to do that, they send wole to your house, or you want to pay your house bill, or name it, that the same ones you now meet at the airport who will irritate you. So, and everybody, I'd like to encourage as many people as can. Listen, tomorrow I'm going to try and get Dr. Helena More. I'm going to prostrate for her to please come to the and she'll say, okay, Jimmy, I will come. She's very hot on education, and I respect her views a lot. And see if I can grab her for tomorrow. This thing woke me up. I don't mean that he came to my bedside to wake me up. Okay, Jimmy, wake up. No, don't take it in that manner. But he woke me up to the danger that we have ahead. How many people are in the recruitment in the recruitment whatever, who want to recruit people? They come and tell you that they can't find good candidates. Okay, so we are going to open up our lines 0201 277 0993, and we can engage ourselves on this. Please, it's not a political thing. I don't want to hear anything APC, but I'd like to hear what you are going through. Yes, you can tell us what you are going through, and also what you think the solution should be. We'll take our first caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
This is Malik. Uncle Jimmy?
Yes, Malik.
I will not blame the government. I blame me and the parents that choose to support the wrong that is going on.
Yes.
Because if we stand for our rights and we said, or I tell my daughter, do this, don't do that one, do you think my daughter will not choose to follow the other side? When the parents themselves in their own home will teach the child the wrong thing to be done. Education you're talking about, Uncle Jimmy. The time I think the time we had what's the illness called? They say wash your hands, do this. I can't remember again. COVID-19. It has been long been taught when I was in primary school. Before you enter your classroom, you wash your hands. When you get to the house, before you do anything, you wash your hands. It's also thing I should repeat again. But now, nothing has stopped.
Okay. You don't seem to have gotten the trend of what we are talking of the economic hardship, the effect that it has had on education.
Yeah.
So you didn't listen to me this morning. So you will go and come back. Yes, you use your money. Go and come back. The story is on page 14, page 21 of the Vanguard. And if I read the story, it will take about 30 minutes. Okay. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Bola speaking from Ojo.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it coming. I think, Uncle Jimmy, you have made it clear. It is the weapon that the politicians are using in Nigeria now. That they just want to cripple education. They don't want anybody, all the youth, to think right. Anybody that thinks right can know is right and ask and demand for rights from them. And it's a threat to them. Anywhere that any society that they know that these people are thinking right is a threat to Nigerian politics.
Yeah.
So now, should I tell you the truth, Uncle Jimmy? Now I am praying and I'm praying for just one thing or one system to just happen in Nigeria that we delete anything that has to do with politics in Nigeria, and then we reorganize what Nigeria is to be. Because you are talking about holding them in a jugular. Uncle Jimmy, I said Nigerian politics.
I don't mean it physically.
No, I understand what you are saying, but I'm saying Nigerian politics is played now in Nigeria.
Okay. Thank you very much.
So I don't want anything politics again. I've given up.
Well, whether we like it or not, according to the laws we have set for ourselves, politics will show the direction of leadership. It's what we have set for ourselves. And it's not in itself bad. Okay? It's just that you must be an active participant. That's what the problem is, that our people refuse to participate. If you tell them to come for an enlightenment, something on education, for a town hall now, not enough people will show up. But if you tell them there's a rally, before the rally, the organizers are there, or you tell them there's a fun fair to come and get teddy bear and all these things. Okay, we have another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Jabita from Ijabodi.
Yes.
I want to take you back to the period that these politicians are not in government.
Yes.
Let's even put it from 79 to 83. There was sanity in Nigerian education.
Yeah.
Absolute sanity, yes. And everything started reeling right from that 1983. I can remember at CMS Grammar School then, I paid 25 naira to write my school sat. At the University of Lagos, we were using 50 naira to buy meal tickets. My father would give me 15, maybe one round, I'd be 15 naira or whatever. Then, for you to buy meal tickets in school then. And you had everything possible at your beck and call to do all these things that are necessary and important for your education. Now, where are all those things? There's no more available. The children are not even interested in schooling. Even if you look at the kids now, whatever they want, the teachers are asking them to do, they're asking them to do it online. Everything is about, maybe I don't know how to put it better, but the politicians have made us to be poorer than ever. so that they can have their best way from us. You know, only way you need to be bank pa. Yes, sir. So it is true. It is true. It is true. When you look, I've listened to what you have discussed this morning. Even going back to what this lady did yesterday afternoon, it's all about impoverishing average Nigerians so that we can't know what is not even know we know what is right. I'm telling you, but because we are poor.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
We don't have
Thank you. Please, let's try and keep our submissions to 1 minute at least, so that we can get as many calls as we can. I will expect more calls from the women folk because I think they are of the two genders, they are the one who are most hit. And I have my personal reasons for saying that. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Jimmy.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Ugo Chukwu. So, Uncle Jimmy, I suspect, so what you're talking about, I suspect that the problem may have actually stemmed from, I don't think the politicians will be able to solve it. I think that the elite is where that elimination of a conscious elite that is not self-centered. I think the crux of the problem is that most of us have become very self-centered. For instance, your station is not funded by the government, I'm sure. Yeah. But there's a lot of work that your station is doing to educate the minds of the people. Because the education, really, beyond the formal education you have in the class, there's also this social engineering. And I dare say that your station is doing a fantastic job. I mean, in the past 5 years, I can tell you that any child that listens to radio wants to be like those people that come on the studio to do presentations. That's a drive in the right direction. Okay. Now, but the elite and most of us are beginning to look at how do I, take care of my family, myself. Nothing to really deliberately.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. We have this is part of what education. This is part of what we are talking about. We have deviated from the topic. The topic is economic hardship. Parents move wards from private to public schools, and then there's a rider. Kids are becoming breadwinners of families. People are putting up their children to go and be houseboy, house girls, and using the money to feed them. They tell you that she will be with you. She will walk up to Kinikon, but her salary in call, no, you bring the salary here. Agents are setting up, and that is very, very worrying. And we believe that, I believe that, and I think Sheriff too believes that look, government should improve the accessibility to education. Even those in public schools still complain about this levy or that levy. They say, I grabbed a grandmother this morning, except I put a rope around her neck to drag her down here. She didn't want to come until she was afraid. My housekeeper. Okay. Well, I was afraid. We need to open up our lives. It's your right to ask for these things. It's your right. So please don't let's deviate from what we are talking about. We are talking about the economic hardship, the hardship that parents are going through. Some schools are nothing to look at. Forget even Lagos. I've seen photographs of some schools next door to us here, of some of the schools, and I've shaken my head. And I wondered if the governors had asked themselves that, if they had gone to this kind of school, would they be governors today? What's the time now? 9:23. Can I take one more? I can't. Why can't I now? With just 1 minute. Okay, let's try it. Hello, can you do justice in 1 minute?
Yes, good morning.
Quickly, sir.
The hardship, bestowed on parents in this country it cannot be mentioned. You see, before this present government got into office, I have 2 of my kids in the federal universities. I paid less than 60,000. Today, I'm paying 162,000 for 2 of the. That is each person 162 in federal university. Before I paid less than 60,000. So the politicians, what they are doing to Nigerians, it's what somebody cannot talk about. It is too bad. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
This Ramadan, Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer joins families across Nigeria in prayer, reflection, and unity. From iftar to Soho, enrich every cup of tea, coffee, custard, or pap with Kivo creamy goodness.
At sunset, as loved ones gather for iftar, make every moment richer, smoother, and tastier with Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer.
Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer. Make this Ramadan a good time moment.
Kivo Creamer.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
As a mom and a dentist, I know the importance of strong teeth, beautiful white smile, and fresh breath. They give you the confidence to eat the right foods without worry. Speak confidently in public, and making friends is easier when you know you have fresh breath. I give my family confidence with Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1-2-3. It's 3 toothpaste in 1 to protect their teeth from holes, give them white teeth, and fresh breath. The confidence of 3 toothpaste in 1. Pepsodent's Triple Protection 1-2-3.
Oh no! I'm almost out of water. How do I get refill water now? Oh, mommy, I don't get power to carry water. Plus, this awful weather is not even helping.
You have probably found yourself in frustrating situations like her. Well, not anymore. Introducing the Seaway Home app. With just a few taps on your phone, you can now order Seaway water and drinks without stepping foot outside your home.
Wow, that sounds incredible. I am downloading the Seaway Home app right away.
Seaway Home app. Experience the comfort. Available on Apple Store, Google Play Store, and web app.
Little body, big moves. Little brain, big learning. Your little child is eager to do big things. Every sachet of Cerelac Junior comes with the nutrition they need: natural grains, protein, and iron to support their physical growth, learning, and development. So you can fully enjoy your little one's big moments of growth.
Education is a key driver for growth for any economy. With the increased use of technology in various sectors, it's time to beam the spotlight on how technology can be used to strengthen the education sector, level the playing field, and make education accessible for all. Join us on EdTech Mondays on Nigeria Info, Lagos at 6:45 a.m. every Monday as we discuss the key education stakeholders on emerging topics in education and the use of technology for addressing any challenges. EdTech Mondays is brought to you by MasterCard Foundation and Co-Creation Hub, Nigeria.
Oya, make una gather. Give me one person account number. Make I join all of una money.
Oga, why now?
Make I dey pay transfer charges small. Abego, I smart pass that one.
Oga, na smart cash smart people dey use oh.
Smart wetin?
Sure, smart cash. Try am. Dem no dey charge you shishi.
Omo, not true.
Enjoy zero charge on all transactions with smart cash. Whether bank transfer, bill payment, or recharges, no be cho
cho. Workings Day. Download the Smart Cash app or dial star 939 hash today. Smart Cash na by Airtel.
On March 4th, Wema Bank invites you to its International Women's Day 2026 event, a powerful gathering where purpose meets possibility and women take center stage to lead, inspire, and transform. With this year's theme, Give to Gain, we celebrate a simple yet transformative truth. When women gain, we all grow. Expect inspiring conversations, powerful stories, bold ideas in motion. Picture women who give fearlessly, lead with intention, and create change that echoes across careers, communities, and generations. Save the date, Wema Bank International Women's Day 2026, March 4th. Give to gain. When women gain, we grow.
Ramadan, a time for reflection, gratitude, and togetherness with our loved ones. Whether it's Suhoor before dawn or Iftar after sunset, remember, Devon King's Oil brings families closer with every bite, making your mealtime a moment to cherish. May Almighty Allah accept your prayers and grant you the good things of this world and that of the hereafter. Ramadan Kareem. Devon King's, taste that binds.
That they scam down so much money from them.
Hey, wait, oh, guys, I just got another alert. 100% return on investment from that my EM scheme, oh.
You said this same thing last week.
So when are you cashing out? They said they are upgrading their system.
Upgrade or disappearance.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Don't fall victim to scam. At NGX, you can build a real investment portfolio. Visit www.sec.gov.ng and www.ngxgroup.com to verify approved securities and capital market operators. NGX Group, the stock Africa is made of.
We open the doors to the conversations that move you.
Lagos State enforcement teams carried out cleanup and anti-crime operations.
That is the truth. These are businessmen over Nigeria, and they are very serious.
This INEC, did they change any thing to conduct election?
You cannot be whipping me with Koboko and Scorpion, and then you expect me to come and vote for you.
I hear some of us opposition is not ready. When the ruling party don't want opposition to exist, what do we do?
These people are just changing figures and cleaning. You can't keep it tiring.
All of us sit down and entertain a conversation where we cannot put internet in one village.
On your favorite dial, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, so you're welcome back, and we'll continue where we stopped. Just in case you're tuning in, we're reacting to a story in the Vanguard that talks about the economic hardship that parents are facing. And we haven't yet gotten a call from somebody to tell us his or her own experience, which I would appreciate. And the rider to the headline is equally worrying, that parents now move wards from private to public schools. That's not as worrying as the second rider that now says kids are becoming breadwinners overnight. Meaning, let me put it in stark language, meaning some households are being run by the money the children bring in. And whether you like it or not, I will say this, it also includes things like prostitution and other things, robbery, gangs. We have a lot of young people who belong to various gangs, all over town. So when they come home with the wristwatch for daddy, or with the meat from the market, with cow tail and cow tongue and whatever, no questions are asked. When they buy car for mommy, the neighborhood, gangs up and says, oh, this is the best thing that this good bad, and becomes an example to other people. The situation is deteriorating, and it shouldn't be. Personally, I would say hold your politicians by the jugular. I don't mean it, it's just a manner of speaking. All of you remember, some of you are older, remember the good what Oshoma laws of Ijebu, of Ilesha, where they used to, in the past, if you are owed money, you'd hire an Oshoma law. It will go to the debtor's house and sit down and become a permanent feature in the man's house. Okay, so let's take some more reactions here. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy. Good
Morning.
morning, Peter from Shango today.
Yes.
I've been listening to you from your paper review even while you were talking. I just want to express something. The economic hardship posed on education that parents are suffering. If you look at it, back then when we went to school, we had free education.
Yes.
But today we are not enjoying the free education again to lessen the burdens of parents. I can remember back then, we had 3 terms. Each of the times, the government will supply us our stationery materials, writing pad, everything, virus, name it. But today you don't have it, lessening and pushing the effect from the parents. You look at it, says children are now the breadwinners. I could remember those days back in school again. When it is 8 o'clock, all children, all school, students are supposed to be in school. Any student found roaming about, we have school inspectors moving about, taking children wandering. But today you see our children, even 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, wandering about. You don't have those school inspectors again to supervise, pick up students. Why are you not in classes? So these things are creating a lot of problems. And the situation of the country, the whatsoever also is putting hard pulls on the parents not to be able to meet the demands. You just said it. People pulling out their children, their wards from private to public school. Even the public school, how are they funded? How is the government funding it as compared to those days again? Good morning. That's my humble submission, Uncle Jimmy.
Okay. What your humble submission is, what he did was to ask questions. The question is who's going to answer those questions. All right, let's go on to the next one. We do. That's. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, Brother Jimmy. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir.
Yes. This is Barrister Peter Oku. I'm calling from Mandela Land.
Yes.
Yes. Brother Jimmy, concerning the issue at stake.
So yes. May I ask you to call back because you're not sounding quite clear. Please call back. I think it was. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yeah.
God bless you, sir.
Yes.
Quick one. My name is Godwin. I'm calling from Shango Tedo. Sir, I want to believe that from your statement this morning, I thought I was the only one that was going through that kind of situation.
Yes.
That people that are supporting nonsense, they will still come and meet you to borrow money. Maybe out of PC, you give them the money. They will not be telling you that you are a big boy now. Can't you leave that money? I say, you that is supporting something that is affecting you, you now want me to leave money for. I say, please give me back my money. So be that as it may, sir, it is not only people taking their children from private school to public school. People that are also being helped, so to speak, that their children are being sponsored to private school, could no longer even feed the children to even allow them to go to school. So they are forced now to remove their children from that school, despite that they are not the ones paying. I have cases like that. We have people that raise funds to take care of vulnerable children in private school, but the parents cannot even afford accommodation around that area again. And so many of them are moving to the hinterland, removing their children. So the voodoo of these politicians are really affecting our people. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Okay. I'm not getting what I want. I still feel that we, at least those who have called in a majority, haven't taken cognizance of the real issue at hand. and that again in itself worries me. It worries me. Unfortunately, like I said, I can't read. If I attempt to read the story now, that would be the end of this program. But let's hope that somebody would have listened well and would have an understanding of what to expect. Let's take another call. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, morning.
Yeah, this is Rick.
Yes.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy.
Go on, sir.
Yeah, good morning. The issue is just like, let me use quick Yoruba. Ikokoto Johnny, Tiagoti, Tobaya Mabesi, better. That is the problem. That is, the pot is leaking for a long time, and we refuse to fix it. It now begin to decay. This issue is not what we can be resolved unless we just find a way that a lot of people need to just leave the system. Because if you look at it in the background, there was a song by Obe. I said, Nigeria Shimadoda. Look at this since the year that this song has been released. And now we are beginning to discuss it. The problem is that government needs to put some policies in place to fix the old education system. Fix all the schools, these primary schools, secondary schools. But all these ones are being neglected. And as a result of this, a lot of children cannot afford it.
Okay, sir. Look, sir, I'd like to take you on a little bit. The problem is that the education is not the priority of the politician. So we need to change our mindset. The priority of the politician is to stay in power. And to stay in power, he needs money. And the money is not going to take part of his inheritance from his family estate to run politics. The money is taken from the system. The money that is taken from the system, I'm coming, sir. The money that is taken from the system is what is denying us this lack of focus on education. What I am pleading is that our people should hold on to these people and insist that the right things are done. And insist. Look at what happened in Ogun State, for example, with the issue of the roads. The man just sorted on that towards the last minute. He's not doing roads and calling everybody a fool. If you don't hold these people, if you don't hook them, in Ogun State, if it wasn't for the likes of that guy, who one guy, I think is an evangelist who was going around in the social media, if it wasn't for the likes of him, the 4 years of the current governor will go by and nothing will be done. So my plea is that we should hold these people by the jugular. Let's stop playing the fool.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because of the time.
Yes.
The only way we can hold these guys is just for us to vote rightly. That's
just for you to.
There is no shortcut. To vote right, to vote the right people.
Oh, but you wanted to give a heart attack. I thought you said we should go on the boat ride.
that is not the only solution. Because, Uncle Jimmy, these people, they are want to forcefully stay in the system because of what they look at Jackpot syndrome. If you know the numbers of money that Nigeria used to run this advanced country because of this Jackpot, pay NHS, pay school fees, it's a lot of money that even need in our system. But because people are seeing no future in the education, that's why they are running away. Not people in education, but then people graduate. A lot of graduates are outside there seeking for a job, 30,000 per month, 40,000 per month. People that cannot take care even of their transportation system, talking of feeding the families. So that's why we have a lot of this roaming.
Okay, sir.
So
I have another caller. I have another
caller.
caller.
Yes, that let's vote.
I have
right.
another caller. Thank you very much, sir. It's very important when you talk about no jobs. It's because the few jobs that are around are taken up by the politicians and the elites. I think very well what would make a minister want to put his son to go and head the local government. There are two now. That is happening. It means these people know something you don't know. They have come all the way down to take what would have been yours. But that's another story for another day. Let's pick this one. Hello. About no jobs. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. I'm Kenny. I'm calling from the UK.
I know. I've seen the number.
Yeah. Any government, there's something I've always been thinking about. If you see the Western world, one of the reasons they have had stable, at least to a large extent, a stable society is simply one of the primary thing is education. And one thing I've also noticed is that no matter how bad the economy may be, what they have done is there are some aspects of their society that they have made sure they want to secure from influences. And on top of that list is education.
Yes.
So no matter how bad things become, they make sure that children can still have basic education, primary and secondary. And in most cases, it's free.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether you go to public school or, of course, those who have money, those who can afford it can go to private. But even the public, what we have is still quality enough to give someone a reasonable, stable life. My challenge with Nigerian politicians, which you have been talking about, is the fact that if we hear what the money that we are hearing about corruption, all these billions are billions, these monies will have been able to build standard schools, train teachers at every nook and corners of the country. I even wonder why these politicians, they always, it looks as if the only thing they come to do, even when they want to do something, is roads. And you are neglecting the what is actually fundamental after health is education. And the kind of money that these guys are allegedly taking will build standard schools in every nooks and corners of this of Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We're running out of time. Thank you very much. I have this contribution. It says that the government has a responsibility to its citizens to provide the basics. The government levies citizens with various taxes. Anytime I hear tax, I feel like I go to the toilet. I say, what do citizens get in return? Parents sending out kids as help servants is abnormal. We are going through a second slavery in Nigeria, unfortunately. That is a contribution from a friend of mine. Can we take another, maybe it will be a last, no? We can still do two more callers. Hello. I haven't heard any woman. I haven't had a female caller. Hello.
I greet you, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
God bless you, Oga, for your good job.
Oga, please go straight to the
Evangelist Johnson, I'm calling you from Ireland.
Yes.
Please, Uncle Jimmy, whether we like it or not, we, the people, we are the ones that put ourselves into this mess. Because we refuse to wake up. We refuse to ask our leaders questions. As you said before, Uncle Jimmy, I cried yesterday inside a bus when I was talking about 2027. People say nobody can bring Bola Ahmed Tinubu down from that place. Nobody can remove him. My own people that are suffering, they said nobody can stop him from second term. That the only time they can stop him is 2031. I say, if you will stop him at 2031, why can't you stop him now with what is going on in Nigeria today? They say nowhere, nobody can do it. We are the people. We the people. We are the cause of what is happening to us. Not the politicians. Politicians, how many are there? They are all the ones, because we refuse to wake up from our slumber and ask them questions. If you organize town hall meeting now, you will not see anybody. If you organize any protest now, only Sowore will come outside, only Peter Obi will come outside, only Charlie Boy will come outside, so that they will not kill us. But now they are entering house to house. They have come from north now to the south. They are entering house to kill people, not during election. It is not during election.
Okay, sir.
So Nigeria,
nobody is entering, coming of house to house. Let us be very careful. Okay, and you call yourself an evangelist. I'm hardly disappointed. Which house to house are they entering? That's not how to speak in public. If people are being persecuted, fine. Even that word persecution, but you say people are being killed, not they are going house to house. Do you want me to run away? If they're entering house to house, I have to sit down here. I apologize for that. Let's mind our language. I can understand the pain everybody is going through, but let's mind our language. Let's take I think this will be our last caller. I'm tired. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jimmy. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, sir.
Yes. God bless you for the good job you are doing.
Yes, sir.
My name is Barrister Peter Oko, and I'm calling from.
I think you called this morning, sir.
I called, but the line went off.
Okay, go on, sir. Go on, sir.
Yes. So, Uncle Jimmy, I'm sorry to say that at this point in time in our national life, we have reached a complete crossroads because the politicians don't want the ordinary Nigerians to survive. It's very unfortunate, but that is the grim truth. The only thing left for us, the ordinary people, is to take our fate in our own hands. You know, Uncle Jimmy, the rate of corruption in Nigeria now, the politicians cannot do anything about it because they are the beneficiaries. Imagine in my own state, Delta State, the immediate past governor, Mr. Ifeanyi Okowa, was accused by the later Chief Edwin Clark of embezzling 1.1 trillion.
Well, those are wait. Yeah,
yes,
I don't want to. Wait, sir. I don't want to lose track of what we are saying, and I don't want to get involved in politics of accusation of one person or the other. Well, we'll lose track. But anyway, I have to go because the time is up. Thank you very much for your contribution. It is the first thing to do is to stay focused on whatever we are discussing on issues of national interest, so that we don't lose focus to general ideas. Chief Edwin Clark, who accused the man of stealing 1 trillion, is not an auditor. I don't know where he got his facts from. I'm not putting up defense for anybody, but also let's focus on the things that matter. What we are talking about now is how we can improve education. I don't know, David, the issue of corruption again now. Sheriff, let me go.
Yeah, they distracted you.
What they have distracted me. What's up, Lagos comes up next, so don't go away.
Nigeria Info. Where the
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.